It's nice seeing you again, and I'm super delighted to welcome you to another insightful and educative session of Property Matters. Property Matter is a real estate YouTube talk show where we expose you to everything you need to know about real estate investment here in the beautiful city of Lagos, Nigeria. In case you're coming across a video like this for the first time and you want to have an updated knowledge on how the real estate market works here in Lagos, Nigeria, Property Matter is a good to go YouTube channel where you can get all the needed information. And of course, this information will help you make informed decisions in every real estate investment you want to do here in the beautiful city of Lagos. Do well to subscribe, like this video, share, and you'll be glad you did. I'll see you immediately after the short timeout. Don't go nowhere. You're welcome back. I'm super delighted to be here. So today I'm going to be talking extensively on how you can safeguard your real estate investment. If you are proposing to buy a new property or you have bought a property before and you want to get more or you want to navigate the real estate market, whether you're a first timer or you're already an investor, I'll be sharing some important tips, things you need to do to safeguard your investment. Now, Lagos State is not as bad as many people have painted it to be. Lagos State is not a monster. I'm not speaking in defense of Lagos State, but we are speaking from the level of experience and, of course, the level of expertise we have been able to achieve over our 6-year period of operation as a real estate consulting agency here in Nigeria. So let's talk extensively on what you need to do. Now, the reason why I'm making this video basically is that I have gone around on a lot of places. I have gone on personal property inspections, and from what I've seen, from the information we've been able to gather, I can broadly and of course and happily inform you that a whole lot of people are violating government rules, regulations, and violating environmental policies. Now, there are places where I have seen that some real estate developers are building and erecting structures in the places where it ought not to be. As I'm talking to you right now, there are structures, there are houses that are sitting on a canal deliberately. There are shops that people have rented in the Ibeju Lekki Epe that are sitting on the canal. And there are a lot of people who are deliberately obstructing this. Now, when there's an action against such people, this set of people will come online and say that government is what is violating or government is destroying their properties. Now, let me quickly reiterate the fact that there's a land use policy that says that all lands belongs to the government, regardless of where you are. As long as your property is within the circumference of Lagos, government have the policy and the right to enforce whichever laws that is applicable. Like we said, there is a plan for every area in Lagos, so you just don't jump and buy because you're persuaded to, but you buy because of the fact that the person you're buying from has taken cognizance of these laws and is doing his real estate development in accordance to this law. So what do you need to do to safeguard your properties in Lagos? Because you see, the waves of demolitions we have seen can be compared to like tips of the iceberg. There will be more because they've been already, a lot of people have already, violated the government policies and rules. Now, the first thing you need to do if you want to safeguard, your real estate investment is that don't encroach on land without understanding their history. Don't encroach on land without understanding their history. What exactly do I mean by that? This is not just applicable to land, it is also applicable to houses. And in this situation, you need to understand basically that it is very important you understand the reason why a property is being sold. Okay, you need to understand the basic regulations, and in the process of doing this, it is very important, okay, regardless of what you're buying in Lagos, that you hire a professional, more importantly, a lawyer, okay, a lawyer who can help you investigate the roots title, understand the policies, give you an adequate history on that property. This information will be able to guide you and give you all the necessary information on whether to proceed with that purchase or to ignore it. Of course, we also render those services, but we only render it for people who are acquiring real estate through our agency. Now, the second thing you should also do that I also want you to pay cognizance to is that don't jump at all distress sales. Yes, I need to say it. Now, a lot of people are saying the reason why this person wants to sell, okay, is because of the fact that he needs money, okay, to do one or two things. Sometimes it's always true. And of course, I have also been, a major benefactor of distress sales. But despite the fact that it's a distress sales, I don't ignore all the red flags that should not be ignored. Okay, I pay full attention to details. Now, from information I've gathered, of course, I'm a field person. I go on inspection almost all the day, all the time with our team operational, and I can tell you that some distress sales are like time bomb that is waiting for the accurate time to do what? To explode. What do I mean by that? Now, a lot of people have bought properties, they have erect structures before government started enforcing these rules. When we talk about rules, we're talking about the master plan rules, the environmental rules, the building approval rules. Now, a lot of people have understood very well that when government swing fully into action, they will not be exempted. So what most people are now doing is that for me not to lose on both sides, I know I've built on a committed land or I've built without an approval. And for me not to lose everything at all, let me give this property out at a heavily discounted price, so that at least if government comes to take the property in the future, it's the new owner that will be battling with them. Now, this is not to insinuate that all distress sales are like that, but I'm saying that 70% of all the distress sales that I have personally investigated are the same situation I'm explaining as that now. Now, a lot of people have known that I've built on committed land. I don't want to lose it all. Let me just, let's share the risk. I have built. Let somebody else buy it, and of course, let him face whatever. So, investigate distress sales, and so that in the process of investigation, you begin to unravel all the hidden traps and the mysteries and the reason why the person is selling. So, all distress sales are not distress. All distress sales are like somebody trying to avoid a future disaster. The third thing you should also do is that if you are buying real estate now, with all these rules and regulations, I can still tell you that there are some set of real estate developers that are credible. There are some set of real estate developers that have all the necessary approvals. There are some set of real estate developers that they are working in accordance to this master plan and accordance to the government rules. Okay, so the thing is that buy from a developer that has your best interest at heart. What do I mean by that? A developer that has your best interest at heart will not violate any form of government policy, regardless of the relationship or the connection he has at the highest level. What exactly do I mean by that? There are some that have built without obtaining building approvals and they've gotten it. And there are some, I can tell you vividly, I've interacted with some, I've investigated some things behind, and I found out that a lot of people don't care. Sure, you understand? So it is very important that you understand this. So the thing is that before you buy, investigate the company. I cannot emphasize this enough, okay? Investigate the company, Make sure you find out that these guys, number one, will not run away with your money. Number two, these guys will not buy the property and abandon it to do other projects. Number three, these guys will not put his interest above mine. So these are some of the things you need to put into consideration if you are buying real estate in Nigeria. The fourth and the final part basically is that this is for those who have bought. If you have bought before all these regulations, the first thing you need to do basically is that understand the root title of the properties you have bought. Now, in some cases, what has happened in Epe, I'm going to be doing an extensive video on Epe. There's a lot of things I'll be sharing in that video. So this is why you should subscribe and stay close to this channel. There's a lot of mysteries I'll be unraveling, but this will be in another episode. Now, understand the root title. Now, some people have sold committed lands in the process of what? Or in the pretense of selling freehold. Some people have sold lands that are zoned for forestry. Now, because of the fact that most of the earliest investors who bought real estate, as at that time, they don't understand that government lands in Epe, not just in Epe, in every other place in Lagos, are zoned for different purposes. So the thing is that if your land is zoned for any of the acquisitions, you cannot process a C of O. You have to go through a process of ratification, which I've explained in subsequent videos. So you can watch those videos and understand. But if your land is zoned for either residential, it's a freehold, you can perfect your title. What I'm trying to say is that start perfecting your title. Don't wait for government to come. Start perfecting it. The moment you get all your documents, start perfecting it. Go to Alausa, get the required professionals. Now, a lot of people are asking me, can you help us perfect? I'm not the one perfecting the title. And I also need to reiterate the fact that I am not a surveyor. I'm a real estate consultant, but we have some teams of people in our company, okay, that help us do this. We have more than 3 registered surveyors. We have more than 2 property lawyers that help us do this. So we do it for our investors, people who have bought property for us. We prioritize them. Yeah, does that mean we ignore other people? No, we don't. But we have some handful of activities right now. But we can, direct you to all the appropriate offices where they can help you get your documents. So if you have followed all those principles I have explained, you will safeguard your investment, and your investment will definitely serve the purpose of your purchase. Okay, so these are some of the things you need to do. Okay, and these are some of the things you need to do as soon as possible. Okay, so in case you have any other form of inquiries about perfecting or about the purchases you have done, and you want some professional advices, and of course for us to refer you to the appropriate authorities that can help you solve it, you can give us a call. The number below is the caption of this video, and you won't regret you're doing this. See you in my next video. Bye for now.